What is an audio engineer, also known as a sound engineer or recording engineer, helps to produce a recording or a live performance, balancing and adjusting sound sources using equalization, dynamics processing and audio effects, mixing, reproduction, and reinforcement of sound. Audio engineers work on the technical aspect of recording, the placing of microphones, preamp knobs, the setting of levels. The physical recording of any project is done by an engineer. Sound engineering is increasingly viewed as a creative profession and art form, where musical instruments and technology are used to produce sound for film, radio, television, music, and video games. 4 audio engineers also set up, soundcheck and do live sound mixing using a mixing console and a sound reinforcement system for music concerts, theater, sports games, and corporate events. Alternatively, audio engineer can refer to a scientist or professional engineer who holds an engineering degree and designs, develops and builds audio or musical technology working under terms such as electronics/electrical engineering or musical signal processing. Audio engineers working in research and development may come from backgrounds such as acoustics, computer science, broadcast engineering, physics, acoustical engineering, electrical engineering, and electronics. Audio engineering courses at university or college fall into 2 rough categories. 1. Training in the creative use of audio as a sound engineer, and the second, training in science or engineering topics, which then allows students to apply these concepts while pursuing a career developing audio technologies. Audio training courses provide knowledge of technologies and their application to recording studios and sound reinforcement systems, but do not have sufficient mathematical and scientific content to allow someone to obtain employment in research and development in the audio and acoustic industry. Audio engineers in research and development usually possess a bachelor's degree, master's degree, or higher qualification in acoustics, physics, computer science, or another engineering discipline. They might work in acoustic consultancy, specializing in architectural acoustics. 10. Alternatively, they might work in audio companies, e.g. headphone manufacturer, or other industries that need audio expertise, e.g. automobile manufacturer, or carry out research in a university. Some positions, such as faculty, academic staff, require a doctor of philosophy. In Germany, a Toningenieur is an audio engineer who designs, builds, and repairs audio systems. A variety of terms are used to describe audio engineers who install or operate sound recording, sound reinforcement, or sound broadcasting equipment, including large and small format consoles. Terms such as audio technician, sound technician, audio engineer, audio technologist, recording engineer, sound mixer, mixing engineer, and sound engineer can be ambiguous. Depending on the context, they may be synonymous, or they may refer to different roles in audio production. Such terms can refer to a person working in sound and music production. For instance, a sound engineer or recording engineer is commonly listed in the credits of commercial music recordings, as well as in other productions that include sound, such as movies. These titles can also refer to technicians who maintain professional audio equipment. Certain jurisdictions specifically prohibit the use of the title engineer to any individual not a registered member of a professional engineering licensing body. In the recording studio environment, a sound engineer records, edits, manipulates, mixes, or masters sound by technical means to realize the creative vision of the artist and record producer. While usually associated with music production, an audio engineer deals with sound for a wide range of applications, including post-production for video and film, live sound reinforcement, advertising, multimedia, and broadcasting. In larger productions, an audio engineer is responsible for the technical aspects of a sound recording or other audio production, and works together with a record producer or director, although the engineer's role may also be integrated with that of the producer. In smaller productions and studios, the sound engineer and producer are often the same person. In typical sound reinforcement applications, audio engineers often assume the role of producer, making artistic and technical decisions, and sometimes even scheduling and budget decisions. Audio engineers come from backgrounds or post-secondary training in fields such as audio, fine arts, broadcasting, music, or electrical engineering. Training in audio engineering and sound recording is offered by colleges and universities. Some audio engineers are autodidacts with no formal training, but who have attained professional skills in audio through extensive on-the-job experience. Audio engineers must have extensive knowledge of audio engineering principles and techniques. For instance, they must understand how audio signals travel, which equipment to use and when, how to mic different instruments and amplifiers, which microphones to use and how to position them to get the best quality recordings. In addition to technical knowledge, an audio engineer must have the ability to problem solve quickly. The best audio engineers also have a high degree of creativity that allows them to stand out amongst their peers. In the music realm, an audio engineer must also understand the types of sounds and tones that are expected in musical ensembles across different genres, rock and pop music, for example. This knowledge of musical style is typically learned from years of experience listening to and mixing music in recording or live sound contexts. For education and training, there are audio engineering schools all over the world. Sound engineering therefore plays a crucial role in our daily lives, whether it involves recording music, spoken voice, or creating soundscapes, simply delivering quality sound to a live audience, be it via public address system, transmitting on radio, television, or even online. Sound engineering is all about taking responsibility for the delivery of sound no matter what the medium. This may be mixing of sound at a venue, maintaining a broadcast, mixing and recording in a studio, or even the maintenance and repair of sound equipment. Sound engineering also requires one to understand the correct use of equipment such as the microphones, amplification, acoustic demands of a room/venue, and much more. All for the sole purpose of ensuring that the audience, in whatever form the sound is delivered, recorded, live, or broadcast, receives the desired experience. Sound engineering requires one to be both creative and technically minded. Good problem-solving skills are an excellent attribute to foster, as is the ability to think quickly and inventively. Audio engineers are sometimes called sound technicians. Many different types of audio engineers, such as live venue sound engineers, video game sound designers, and studio recording engineers, have at least one thing in common. They're accustomed to using audio engineering programs. Whether you're working on a live event, a movie soundtrack, or an artist's latest album, you'll use your technical skills to ensure that everything sounds as good as possible. Audio engineering may be a good career for you if you love working with technology and working on creative projects. It requires you to be detail-oriented and able to work well under pressure while also being innovative and adventurous.